NFL 24, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Lions and the Chiefs on Thursday night.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Rumors of Goff's demise? Greatly exaggerated, it seems. Boy, what a big year he had last year. 29 touchdowns. It led the Lions to their first winning season since 2017. Under his leadership, the Lions expect to make the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third. Goff. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Well, this is a tough spot for these Lions on the road in Arrowhead to start the year. But it's also, you'd have to say, Charles, a showcase opportunity for them, because this is a team that historically hasn't gotten a lot of big opportunities like this.
And when they have gotten them, they haven't really delivered. This is a team, though, that believes that big things are out there for them. And they think that they can start to write a new history, beginning with this game right here.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they run to the challenge.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a 2-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
There's nothing the league's best quarterback didn't achieve last season. Super Bowl trophy? Check. MVP award? Check. League leader in yards and touchdowns? Check. How does he top the season he had last year? I don't know. But Patrick Mahomes, he usually finds a way.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That part of that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Well, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Second and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Mahomes again. That is caught. Nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mahomes firing complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 25 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And in this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here comes the Lions punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Hardman on the return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Chiefs will have an excellent field position here as they take over. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know some.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows to 10-0. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Gone. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Ball. They had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. Now Goff on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Mississippi State man Chris Jones with a sack there. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's gone. This is caught by Williams. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Afitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. Mahomes now to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Mahomes now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Mahomes to throw once more. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. Well, the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now here's Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Pacheco looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. He tried to break that plane, but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdes-Scantling from a yard out. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes our score 17-0. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. Khalif Raymond now. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That pass caught. It's Williams. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Goff throwing again. Throw out wide, going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get back out to you guys in KC in just a moment. But first, let's look ahead to what should be a tremendous opening weekend for 2023. In the 1 o'clock games, one that immediately catches the eye is in our nation's capital. A big test for the Washington Commanders as they'll square off with the visiting Arizona Cardinals. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the first half, it was the reigning league MVP and Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes, who did his thing. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multi-dimensional.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Jones now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And able to get this this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
While we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Once more, it's Pacheco. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, a 5-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Khalif Raymond. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. A Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2. They'll look to throw, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco. So a 6-carry drive the last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. I know every runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to slow him down.
If it's light for me, it's definitely light for him. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A good rip by Pacheco. And you have to go back to 1990 with Johnny Johnson with the Cardinals to find a rookie 7th rounder with more rushing yards than he had last season. The 251st pick out of Rutgers took over the KC backfield with 830 yards in 2022.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now a toss left for Pacheco. And he'll get about 2 there to the 3rd and 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost
and in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 2nd half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of. Winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. To throw is Goff. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Lions 1st down.
To the air again, Goff. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. This to Laporta, right side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And the officials here Going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw. Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Goff on 1st down.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Touchdown!
Brock Wright.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The Lions now use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the run that should seal the victory. 108 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously. But the first game of the year is a special one. And Ron, I know you do too. Love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special. It makes it so that everyone is just watching. All eyes on it. A special night. I think it's going to be a great season. I can't wait for the next several months. There are never going to be surprises all the way through the season. We'll be talking about opening up on Thursday night again next season.
So for the Chiefs, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.